What's up, everybody? This is Mike Cannon, host of the podcast you're about to listen to /view. I just wanted to take an uninterrupted moment, which does not exist during the hours of this show, to plug my upcoming special, White Privilege Homeless, premiering May 18th, 9 p.m. Then it will be available for free up on my YouTube forever. Go to youtube.com/Mike Cannon Comedy. Do all the things that help get the word out. Share, like, comment, subscribe, all the strokey things that you could do to our almighty algorithmic God, this invisible being that is in charge of my fate and success and financial well-being. For the love of God, help out. May 18th, 9 p.m., White Privilege Homeless, youtube.com/Mike Cannon Comedy. I love you. I'm excited.
The scenario.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Here's the Scenario, a hypothetical-based podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Mike Feeney, being joined with me, as always,
by a tight-chested Mike Cannon.
and also
a loose-bellied Brendan Sagalow.
And we have two more very special guests joining us from the Out for Smokes podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, Mike Recine and Scott Chaplain. Wow.
Thanks.
Oh, what's up, boys?
I guess I'm loose-chested.
Yeah.
How's your chest? How's your everything?
You're
Well, I'm cave-chested. Y'all know about this,
Yeah.
right?
Oh.
That's-
You know what?
Excavatum.
Buddy,
You had the same
I
thing?
had the same thing.
And what happened?
Really?
You put
And Daniel Simonson.
When I was a
He
kid,
did push-ups.
I've heard if you work out, it kind of goes away. I've just
It
never
does
worked
not.
out.
because when I was a
think
kid,
Brendan Fraser.
when I was 10 years old, I had tits, and my mom was like, "No, that's because you have a hole in your chest. We're gonna get you surgery to fix that." But she
Yeah.
never did, and I
Yeah.
still have tits.
Yeah.
Is it possibly the hole still?
I don't think I have a hole. I don't think I have.
It's also like, what does the hole have to do with the nipples? You know, it's like
And
the
the
nipples
breast.
are actually the thing that's
point.
hanging and puffing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this show
Sticking
is,
out 6 inches from my chest.
is none of that. This show is a hypothetical-based show where you guys answer questions, what-ifs, hypotheticals, and we answer them. And we get all of our questions from our Patreon. So sign up for the Patreon, patreon.com/scenariopod. Submit your questions, get bonus episodes. It's well worth it. And if we do get to all of these, then we're going to go over to the ones that you guys submitted on Instagram. But hey, money talks, all right? So let's get right into it. So here is one. Let's start off pretty horrific. From JP, you're in charge of a Saw-style torture chamber. Who from your past would you put in this room, and what horrific puzzle would you make them solve?
Oh,
Good
man.
question. Probably my dad.
You are ready.
Wow, me and him convoy so far.
Yeah.
All,
What,
should we put all of our dads in
and
there?
what's your torture chamber? What
Well,
are you
off
doing?
the dome, I guess I'm thinking like I'd have all those lasers moving around. He'd have to get through the room, and if he hits a laser, a belt comes and hits him. In the
Oh, like not even like a
Oh.
life-threatening one, just in like an
That's
embarrassing
nice.
one.
Yeah.
That's a nice. That's
But you go
nice.
buckle out
'Cause then
or leather out.
I got leather out.
Nice. Make it.
I think there has
like
to
a
be
lashing.
some sort of like live streaming of it too, though, just to compound the embarrassment.
Mhm.
Like it's a live humiliation torture. You know what I mean? Just stream it, put it on Twitch while he's going through naked and being paddled.
Yeah.
Oh, he's
I do
naked.
feel like I need to kick my dad's ass.
Yeah.
You've never punched him?
No.
I punched my dad.
Yeah?
And it's the single most satisfying moment of my
Really?
life. Yeah, more so than my son.
Where were you at?
This
what do
was
you
last
mean, in life?
week.
Mentally,
Yeah,
emotionally?
well, one mentally, two location.
Clearly not in a great place.
Yeah.
I was at home. I was on steroids.
Oh, you were at home. You were living there.
Yeah. And I was in college. I had come home from visiting my friends at Villanova, and I got not really arrested, but detained for underage drinking. And then I had like a massive anxiety attack on the Saturday, I guess, of that it happened. It happened on the Thursday night. And so I drove home, and they had FedExed the ticket home to my mom. Like I called and tried to get them to not send it. And like, I got the copy. Don't worry, I'll pay the ticket, all that stuff. And they had FedExed it over, and That was
They like overnighted
Damn,
it. Like some
dude.
cop paid for the
Yeah.
overnight your
yeah,
ticket.
truly. Yeah.
And then your dad was like, Mike, come on, we got to figure this out. And you were like, shut the fuck
I
up.
actually,
Mike, I need to get. We need to
I'm
get
not
some
gay.
help.
And he's like, I didn't say anything about you being gay, Mike. Fuck
You were
off.
thinking it.
my dad was asleep, and I came home still pissed off.
Just
hungover.
dropped an elbow on him.
Yeah, full of anxiety.
Mike, you know you can tell your dad anything, right? Fuck you, you
Raining
fucking
punches.
pussy.
I'm not a pussy, Dad.
That's not even what did it. I skipped over. I'm stoned. But before I actually fled to Villanova because I punched my dad in the face.
Oh, no.
That's the impetus of the entire story. He punched me first, but I got the last laugh.
Sagalow, what's your story? Who are you putting in the torture chamber?
Still working
What are you
through
doing? What's
Well, I've only seen the first Saw, so I guess it's got to be that one.
you could make up your own? They're saying Saw
Yeah,
style.
it's torture.
Like a
He's just,
torture
the guy's
chamber.
just saying torture.
like
but-
Saw.
Yeah, like Saw.
Weird.
I don't know. My brain
Dude, the-
immediately goes to a room full of fire,
By the way, I love that. By the way, there is the one from
like
Saw.
lava everywhere.
Where there is the one from Saw 2 where they have to put their hand in a box of fucking needles and
dude, I hate
and then
that.
the glass is where their wrist is. So if they pull it up, it like slices their
threw
teeth.
up.
Oh,
blood
fuck
watching
me.
the
Yeah.
And they have to solve the riddle, correct?
yeah.
Yeah.
If they can.
But that's what you got to do. So the room full of lava has whatever the one substance that doesn't melt under lava pressure, and they're standing on it, and that
Igneous.
shrinks over time as they have to figure out some sort of Sagalow clue.
Yeah, they're
Probably
doing
Disney
Wordle.
in nature.
Yeah, maybe a golden burger on the thing, and they have to, like Indiana Jones it.
You know what mine's gonna be? So there was a police officer that pulled me over in Long Island one time, and they said I was doing 115 miles an hour, and I in a 55, which is like immediate license. You know,
Yeah, you're like thrown in
It's-
jail.
Yeah, and you're like never allowed to have a license again. And I was doing like 70, but he paced another car, and then he was just like a classic like asshole. He was like yelling at me, and it just was like fucking like we're fucking towing your car, and I was way out, and I was living in Queens, I was way out in Long Island. I'm like and then he fucking sat behind me for like an hour, kept the fucking brights on me. It was this whole nightmare
Kept the
situation.
brights on you.
Kept the brights and the
To do
spotlight.
what? So you're like-
yeah, exactly that. Exactly that.
What a piece of shit.
And they also took my PBA card and was like, your grandfather, if he fucking wants it back, he can come fucking get it from me.
Wow.
It's like legitimately like a
Did he
lunatic.
call you a honky or anything? Like,
No, he was also white.
Are you saying
Whites can
defund
hate
the
whites.
police?
What?
Yeah.
Are you saying defund the police?
No.
yeah, so
but,
end of story. Defund the police.
but I would put that guy in a room, and then I would have I would shoot an object past him and be like, how fast was that going? And every time he was wrong, I would have a fucking bowling ball come rolling in, roll right into his shins.
Oh, yeah.
Full speed.
You know what I want to do?
I love how we're just like, what we're doing is we're making the Three Stooges dramatic. You know? We're like, here's what I'd fucking do.
There'd be a bunch of chocolate on a treadmill coming by.
You know what'd be fun is like a hunting knife that you just go tsk, every wrong answer. Just like shreds.
What's
on
the
its
difference
body.
between a hunting knife and a knife?
Well, the hunting knife can cut through skin
Bigger.
because it's meant for that.
Yes.
What about you? What are you doing?
Well, because I want to say, because I got a ticket, I got a seatbelt ticket a couple weeks ago, but I was sitting in traffic and the cop like knocked on my window and had me pull over. He didn't even pull.
There's nothing more.
Whoa.
It's just like you're not playing by the rules when you. When
Can I tell you the most exhilarating time of my life with the police officer thing? I was on the BQE right near that like Meeker stop right before the
Yeah.
bridge into Queens, and we were in rush hour traffic, and I was on my phone, wrongfully, but I was just sitting in, not moving on my phone, and there was this. I could see it on my periphery. This dude was like laying on the horn and like when you could tell someone's like trying to like get next to you, and he keeps like, and I finally look over at this guy. I mean, I ignored him for a long few minutes, and then he starts like tapping his badge on the window. He was just a plain clothes in like a normal car. Starts tapping his thing.
probably off duty.
Yeah, off duty. He starts tapping his badge and then goes like this to like fucking come with me because that exit right to get off at the last stop in Brooklyn was happening. So they fucking, what is that? Is that a phone ring?
Somebody's phone.
Oh yeah.
Oh, my
So-
God.
My grandmother.
So I go to like, he moves over into the exit lane, but again, it's so much traffic, and I'm trying to get in behind him because he's not a police officer. Nobody is letting me in because he has no authority. He's driving like a fucking Toyota, you know?
Yeah.
So dude, as we're getting closer and I'm trying to get in, I have my blinker on. he gets off the exit and I fucking got back on the highway and went over there.
Damn.
But
What an idiot.
But here's the thing. I didn't know. I was banking it all on the fact that he didn't have a siren. Because if he got
comes
back
out
on.
like, poof.
Yeah. Dude, yeah.
Smashes into the side of the car.
Because if he got off the ramp and went
Two
on the
bullets in
next
your
ramp
head.
fast enough,
Yeah.
he could have fucking got me. And I just, the whole way home, just fucking driving.
I always
Can
have-
they pull you over in like a not official vehicle though?
That's what I was going to say. I was like, that was going to be my case. I don't even know. I wasn't going to pull over because I was scared that guy wasn't a real cop and was
Yeah.
trying to rob me.
Yeah.
I tried to fight one of those tickets where I was on the Manhattan Bridge and I was heading over into Manhattan, dead stopped right by the end of the bridge. And my fucking GPS just fell. It just wasn't working, fell on the ground. I picked it up and like straightened it out. And the cop was standing right there and he goes, pull over. And I go, come on, man. And
Yeah.
like, pull over. And I got so fucking pissed off. I was like, yeah, good for you, buddy.
Of
Protecting
course.
and serving.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
loser.
You immediately
Would
take
you
your
have
phone
I
out.
literally was like C+ average in high school. Like I just unloaded
Wow.
on this guy. It was very what privilege.
It's like,
But, and then I went to the courthouse, fought it, and really failed under pressure. Thought I had the entire thing
Yeah.
memorized, ironclad argument, the entire 9. And then he was like, that's a lie. And the judge was like, I believe you.
Yeah, every time I fought it in court, every case leading up to mine, including mine, was like, your side of the story, now your side of the story. They tell their side of the story, and then you have to go, what do you disagree with? And then you try to tell your part, and they go, cool, do you have evidence for that? And you're like, well, no, because I just dropped it. I don't have nothing was
Yeah.
filming me dropping my phone and putting it back up. And they go, well, then it's your word against theirs, which is like at the
But it's also, why does Ty go to them? They don't
because
have
that
evidence.
that I understand from
I
the thing
don't.
because at the end of the day they're the ones that are supposed to be protecting and serving. They have gotten
What if he
they have
feel
qualifications to be a public servant.
what if
You know
he just like was like, your back lights out?
remember?
You're like, pig shit.
Yeah.
Your Honor, look how ugly he is.
The whole thing was like, sorry, are you Mike Cannon?
Yeah, I'm just a big fan. He
The
starts
judge.
crying.
Yeah. You didn't have to say those personal things. And did you answer yours? What would
I'm
you
very
do?
interested.
I was just thinking, you know, like
I know you're putting it in.
DMX used to do that, right? He'd pretend he was a cop and pull people over.
He did do that.
You can't do that if you're
So
DMX.
what if like you get pulled over by a black cop and your defense is, I thought it was DMX.
Yeah.
Who would I torture? Okay.
And how?
So my second time I ever did the first time I ever did comedy, right? It went well. So I invited my whole high school the second time, right? And
Sure.
it was like
Oh man.
It's only going to get
there was
better
at the
from
very
there.
least
Yeah.
20 people there, and it wasn't going great, you know?
Yeah.
And then I was trying to transition into a joke, and I said, yeah, and you know, I'm not good at anything. And the joke was going to be about something I'm not good at. I'm not good at anything. And some other open micer said, yeah, especially comedy.
Oh,
And
no.
everybody knew he won.
Yeah.
So I would just love for him to have like gotten home that
Yeah.
night.
What can you even say to that? You go, no.
Yeah.
So mean.
I will be someday.
Yeah. You don't even have the self-awareness to be like, well, this is my second
So
time.
how are you torturing?
It's got to be
I just
penis
started.
related, right?
Yeah.
Sure. If it's
I want to like twist balls in a way.
Yeah.
So
Like with what?
anything
His
that's not
mouth.
my mouth. Yeah. Like all I know is not my mouth.
Yeah.
A gloved hand.
Yeah, glove hand.
That is
Silk hand.
torture for everybody.
Yeah, yeah.
Comedy
Because
would
Saul is like elaborate, but Scott's just like, I want to squeeze this guy's ball.
Yeah, I just want to shoot a guy in the face. Is that
Yeah,
torture
who
enough?
would?
Because I was
I
thinking
want
for
to
the-
shoot him in the face. Like I want to Richard Jenny him. I want him to like struggle for a while.
Yeah.
And then he
that
dies
what
at the
happened?
hospital. Yeah, Richard Jenny died at the hospital, right?
I think so, yeah.
Tough.
He like totally missed his face or something.
I would
for the-
too. Wouldn't you? Like,
What?
dude, have you ever shot a gun? The movement
yeah,
on it
you
is
don't.
insane. I couldn't imagine trying to point it at myself and keep it in
Oh,
line
yeah.
with
Yeah.
fatally
You got to do
killing.
suicide by cop if you want to kill yourself. You got to be like,
That is
do
the
you know who
tried.
my grandfather is?
Yeah, everybody shits and says defund the police till you want to die by suicide by cop.
Checkmate, progressives. Now you can't kill yourself.
All right, that was question 1, right?
yes.
Irish comedian owns liberals.
This is going out.
Sorry, some of these are very, very long.
No, but I was thinking for the cop that gave me the seatbelt ticket, I wish I could like simulate because I was only going like 2 miles an hour when he knocked on my window and pulled me over, which shouldn't be allowed, you know. So I would love
Were
to
you still driving
simulate.
2 miles and he was just walking along, knocking?
I was sitting in traffic.
He's like, buddy.
Yeah.
I was sitting in traffic, not wearing my seatbelt, and then he walks up to the window, knocks on it, and says, "Pull over." But so what I would like to do is if I could somehow simulate like him having to drive to California, but like at that pace, like stuck in traffic.
So he would die.
Yeah, with
He
no
said
food,
he
no
couldn't
water.
He
no
couldn't
gas.
go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just 34th Street over.
That's
the-
great.
on
I love
until he
that.
gets to California.
That's
my
really
favorite one
out
so
of the
far.
box torture.
I like that.
yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, traffic the whole way.
Oh my God.
Oof.
Kill me.
Yeah, please.
Kill me.
That's the kind of way you're saying.
Just
Kill
turned
me,
me
please.
Thanks. No thanks.
Kill me.
That's the Matt Damon line in the department. Just fucking kill me.
Hartlow asks, would you rather have $10 million but you could never leave your house? Or
I met Partlow,
Ever?
by the way. Good guy. Met him in Richmond, Virginia.
Nice.
Nice.
Perfect supporter. Showed up, goes, I'm
Yeah.
Partlow, Patreon. I'm
Hey.
like, what's up, man?
Yeah.
He's like, great
He
show.
put his hands up like that
See
at
you
first.
tomorrow.
Nothing in my hands.
I'm approaching from underneath with peanut butter like a dog.
It's me, Cannon. It's me.
I have a joint. I have a joint.
Mike's growling.
Yeah, let him smell you.
Yeah,
let him
he's like,
smell you.
Untuck your tail.
He's like pussy coming back to Tony. And
$10 million, but you can never leave your house, or only make $1,000 a month, but you can teleport. Now, I don't even
what?
know why you
Oh,
wouldn't
brother,
pick
you
the-
do not know how much me and Brendan specifically make a month.
Yeah, I'm like,
So
oh,
I
God,
rate.
okay,
You
so
get
now
to
I can
teleport.
just teleport.
Yeah, and get paid $1,000 a month.
Yeah.
you know how much
So I get
candy
paid $1,000 a month to teleport. That's what I hear.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Do that.
I just make rent
Who would
every
pick the
month
first
and
one?
teleport.
Yeah, I don't know why you
Or never
unless-
step outside. Are you
unless
nuts?
you have a giant, like, multi-million-dollar
Big
mansion
house, yeah.
that just is
and you-
like
and just
No.
And how much a month do you make if you never
you
leave?
don't make
$10
anything.
million.
You have $10
you
million.
can have like Beyonce come and perform, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, but
Yeah.
you spend like almost most of it.
Yeah, you need like
Immediately.
One
yeah.
party.
Way
You spend
more-
it all on one party.
like
So I think are we
800 million.
convoying
and
on
$3 million
teleport?
on.
We do-
Yeah.
If we all agree, we do a little convoy. So get in here and if you agree,
It's our lame little
teleport.
thing we
Yeah,
did.
Yeah.
Lame. Don't backtrack on it. It's our cool thing.
Yeah.
yeah,
That's friends.
we're like truckers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Most of our audience is.
You used to do that back of the bus.
Oh,
I feel like
Yeah.
oh yeah.
if I could teleport, I would have like zero imagination about it. Like I'd be at Popeyes and I'd just teleport to Bojangles.
Yeah. I would just like
I
go
like
to the
biscuits
bathroom, come back.
yeah.
It wouldn't be anything.
Because
interesting.
you know when you're like sitting on your couch and you have to shit and you're just like, I gotta shit really bad, but I don't want to get up.
Yeah, you just get in there. Not even what?
I was going to wait, but I realized I had my finger up, so I went like this and put it down, and I had already distracted you.
Well, I'm so glad you did because I had no confidence in what I was gonna say. So
I do have a question.
Okay.
If you could teleport, would you go on stage that way?
Yeah, you got to. You're immediately famous.
Then you have to address it.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah.
I know what you're thinking.
then he
Is that the teleport guy?
feels like a gimmick.
Who's this freak over here teleporting?
Yeah, I think
No,
I
you
would
just
like
leave
heckle
that way.
myself, you know?
Yes.
Yeah.
I would
Oh,
like
that's
jump into
fun.
a seat and be like, fuck you. And I'd be like,
Yeah, make it a bit. Make it a bit.
You're like,
That's
make
it.
it.
guys, I can teleport. I do like 3 spots a night sometimes.
Dude, you'd be huge in like
You'd be
White Boys
so-
in the Hood.
Yeah.
That kind of majesty.
You'd also be like fatter because you're not walking or doing
Right,
anything.
yeah.
So you just be like this blob.
Every time you teleport, you gain a pound. Every time.
That's hilarious.
How you doing?
There's so many questions. There's
Okay.
so many.
That's a good thing.
But you're doing good with the pacing.
The next one comes from Peppy. Oh wait, no.
agree.
Just Rob DMV. Seeing as it's May the 4th, which of you would be light side and who would be dark side? And if you all were characters from Star Wars, who would you be? Example,
Solo.
Feeney is definitely C-3PO is what he says.
You got
That's-
C-3PO vibes.
You're really-
Hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you're a gay robot.
Yeah.
Most people's favorite.
But you're
Yeah.
golden, baby.
I'm
Are
golden.
you guys
baby.
Yankees fans? Do
Yeah.
you guys like the Yankees?
Man, I would love to be.
Oh no, the Yankees might lose tonight.
I would totally be dark side. I think I'd be like a dark side Obi-Wan.
Dark side is the only.
This fucking idiot. He says he'd be dark side. He doesn't realize they don't be like. He thinks dark side means like being sad. Like he'll be like, yeah,
That's
I
what
do
it
this
means.
shit. And he doesn't
That's
mean
what it-
any of it.
I'm on the depression.
That's
side.
exactly
fucking
what it
emo.
means.
Yeah, but that's the thing
Rawr.
is Brendan would be dark side, but then easily defeated because somebody would appeal to his clear humanity and like compliment him, and he'd be like, "What?" And they'd be like, and
You look really good in black.
He'd like
Oh, you
own a
think so?
he'd own a hot he'd own a hot topic, and he has a little mini lightsaber, but he just uses it for opening boxes.
cutting open his Whopper.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm using it with butter on it.
Toasting the bun.
Saving half his Big Mac for later.
Joke's on you. He loves a cold cheeseburger.
I love a cold cheeseburger.
He just
me too.
cauterizes the cheeseburger.
so good.
I like cold pizza too.
Yeah, me
Yeah.
Cold pizza's
And Chinese
fantastic.
It's
food.
better than yeah.
Cold Chinese.
Chinese food I don't love because it gelatinates.
Yeah,
Especially
yeah.
like it becomes like
Yeah,
one big
it's not the-
sickle.
It's not the best to look at,
Yeah.
but it does taste
You
really
just
I
close
started-
your eyes and eat it, yeah.
I started making my own Chinese food at home, and it's going like fine.
No shit.
But, yeah, but I feel like part of the deal with Chinese food is like they're like we sell it for $6.
Right.
You don't make it at home.
Yeah.
I'm like breaching the contract.
How do you? So you deep fry the General Cho's chicken and like
No, I
Make
just
the
make
sauce.
like
No way.
we've been doing 3 hours.
There's no. Oh, that's why it's at 3 hours. It's like there's no way it's been 3 minutes.
No.
Thus far. Oh, okay. Then I have no idea how long this will be,
Nicole, do you know how long we've been doing?
and we'll keep.
it feels like about 15.
I
It's gonna
have
be brutal if it's just
zero
9
concept of time.
Oh yeah, I'm
I would
flying
guess
through space.
12 to 17.
20 minutes.
20. Okay.
I want to hear another question.
Time
to be
flies when
honest.
you're with your boys.
I feel like that Star Wars question is like whatever, you know.
All right. Sorry. I mean, they asked it.
Because you
I'm
got
trying
a chance to
think.
fucking.
It's funny when I have to think of who I would
Brendan is
be. I
such
start like pretending to move the lights up.
Cocksucker.
Here we go.
What are you talking about?
Unbelievable. This kid answers the question. We make fun of him, and he's like, God, I feel like that question was just like whatever. And it's like,
move
why-
on.
You
Now, there's
already
one
got the
f-
chance to do
Do you-
your
let me ask you this. I'll give you.
Sure.
This is on you. Do you want to hear the one from Chris Pickler, or would you want to hear
Picky.
one from Independent Producers Network?
The
Chris
guy that yelled
Bickler.
at us?
Yeah, I don't want to hear from the guy that yelled at us.
Okay. Aftermath of the pudding narrative.
Okay.
Brendan develops an allergy to pudding after consuming gallons over the course of a few weeks. He must find an alternative, so he decides to move on to custard. One day, while his favorite
like
custard
custard.
spot, a group of teenagers surrounds him and asks for everything in his pockets. Brendan must now defend himself so he can get his sweet, sweet custard. All that is in immediate reach is a traffic cone and a homeless man's shopping cart. How does Brendan defend himself?
Because I think
This
about
is
this
easy.
constantly because I live in a neighborhood where there's a lot of kids.
I think about this constantly.
No, because I always there's always like
Vacation after we talked about that. Isn't that weird?
Yeah, Star Wars came
Yeah.
up. What were you saying?
in my neighborhood there's always like little packs of 12-year-old kids.
Yeah.
And I'm always just like, how many of these could I take?
Fight,
As
yeah.
as a
Of
grown man?
course.
Oh,
If
yeah,
they were
that's
black,
constant
it's a
question.
different story.
I don't know.
but like white ones,
I think I
feel like I
would.
could take at least 4.
4.
Yeah.
Low end.
Yeah.
Low end.
Yeah.
How old are they?
12.
I would.
Some 12-year-olds are big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can get a big 12-year-old.
But
Yeah,
they're
these,
not. But
these
they're
are New York City
Yeah,
12
but have you been
But
to
I think-
downtown Brooklyn and seen the gelatinous fatso white kids? That
That's
are
what I'm
just, like,
saying,
People
yeah.
wobbling their
That's what
fat
I'm
asses
saying.
around
Like-
Cadman Plaza.
They're like
Their names are like Ulysses. Fuck that kid. You
Yeah.
could kick the shit out of
I could-
30
I could
of them. Minimum.
I think I could take 6 Ulysses.
I'll boot Sebastian's head clear off his
Yeah,
fucking
yeah,
little
yeah.
shower.
I knew a Sebastian.
So,
I bet
Yeah.
you did.
so
I would just take
Eugene-
Huckleberry and slam it
Yeah,
into the
I'll
wall a
fucking
few
knee
times and hopefully
Eugene right in his
scare them.
stupid nose.
Yeah.
So how does Brendan defend himself? What do we think? There, all this
He's
in
got a-
access.
Can I
is
say what I would
a
do?
traffic cone?
Uh-huh.
No, let's all guess and then you tell us.
Okay.
You're like,
He takes
it's
the
like a
traffic.
game show.
Oh,
and yells
okay,
the
that's fine.
N-word.
And then,
And then they don't want to get canceled, so they run away.
and Brendan goes, "What? It's funny."
What? How come they can say it?
Yeah.
That is my answer. That is my answer.
All right.
And then when someone starts filming, the kids run away.
That guy said it. He said it.
What's your answer? What do you think?
I defended my custard
How would you
stand another day.
And he no, how would he defend it? And he also has a shopping cart, a homeless person shopping cart. I would assume you would start taking the things that are in the shopping
Yeah,
cart.
I think that's what you
pegging
didn't
them
realize.
at
There's
the
things
kids.
in the shopping.
It's a
there's
homeless
stuff
person.
in there?
It's a homeless person shopping cart,
Yeah, but what's
meaning
in
their
their
whole
bag? It
life
could be
is
anything.
there.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Plastic
Yeah.
bags.
Everything.
Yeah.
Use your
There's probably
I
an
was
old
just gonna
TV in there.
push it into him and then fucking
I think
run.
you'd have
or
to
Well,
do
you're
like a-
surrounded.
Like a don't hit me, like the pilot of Hey Arnold, the don't hit me, I'll hit me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
thing, you
I'm
know?
crazy.
Like I'm crazy. So
Yeah.
like, you take the cone and just start ramming it into your ass.
you get half of the shot.
you-
and then the cart, just like, hold on to it while you stick the thing in your ass.
I honestly think
Come on, kids. Come on. You want my custard?
You'll never get a hold of my custard. Unless you ask politely.
Okay, here comes one from Independent Producers Network. First responders. Which would you have made a difference of you had been there if you had been there? Is what I'm trying to. There's spelling errors.
Did I have a stroke or?
No. He's a Brendan fan.
Which would you have made more of a difference with if you were Mark Wahlberg? One, the 1997 North Hollywood bank takeover and assault LAPD by two serial bank robbers armed with AK-47 and 2,000 rounds of armor-piercing rounds.
What?
Wait. I hear what he's saying. So he's saying, which would you rather Mark Wahlberg? Mark
Intervene.
Wahlberg being famous
the
for saying he would have
Yes.
stopped 9/11.
So either that one, the 1993 Waco, Texas siege, where a con man convinced dozens of people he used Jesus Christ, but he wears glasses and he has hundreds of M16s and a certain husband's wives to plant his holy seed. And
We get it, buddy. You read Wikipedia.
I like loose change also.
yeah,
this was all copy and pasted.
the Waco one is what would be good because he would go in there and pretend like he was like, all right, I just want to talk, and then he would just start fucking socking people.
Yeah.
Oh, so
Because
we
they were.
wanna see
I watched
socking
that
kids.
Waco. I watched that Waco documentary. It was fascinating.
Yeah. What are you, some sort of personal
He was.
Jesus?
He was very. He was
You're no
very
personal
charming.
Jesus.
Yeah.
He was very charming. He made a lot of great points. And then towards the end, it got a little weird where he's like,
Yeah.
I need to have sex with your wife.
Yeah. Wait a minute.
Oh, this is the third cult I've joined this year, and every cult leader wants to fuck my wife. Dude, you're all alike.
Yeah.
I thought I found Jesus.
God damn it.
You all just want to plow my wife and
Yeah.
make me watch
You think
while I
that's-
eat pudding.
The reason you guys all do this.
Custard.
I'm starting to think you guys should start cults so you can fuck everybody's
Yeah.
wife. Yeah, get them. You start a revolt.
Wait, but the bank robbery, who are you? What lives are you saving? Like, who are these people?
They were just like, it was like a heist.
Does that matter?
Well,
Yeah.
how many people died?
I don't know, man. It was
Just a
random.
regular heist.
I thought you said you read Wikipedia. So
How often do people die in heists? Would you say?
How about Mark Wahlberg? He goes to stop 9/11.
What was the third one? It was just two?
I started reading the third, but it was longer than both combined.
Well, I gotta hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Years 1970. You're a corporal at the 101st Airborne returning to a Show Valley, Republic of Vietnam. Last week, your regiment lost 700 soldiers attempting to take a hill.
Yeah.
What is
Imagine
that?
Mark Wahlberg stopped Sandy Hook.
I think the thing like we forget to realize that
He's just undercover as a kid. He's like, all right, we're gonna learn our ABCs today. Sounds good. Yeah, okay.
Jack just kid and move out of his desk chair.
I eat boogers.
Yeah, I'll eat some boogers. I am 6 years old after all.
He's wearing an I am sick shirt. Okay. This one comes from Cerna Style. Oh, man, he's submitted a lot of questions here. Holy shit. Should we do plugs, by the way? 'Cause we
Yeah.
have,
Let's do
How about
plugs.
Mark Wahlberg? He's like, I'm gonna stop 9/11, so he just goes to a synagogue and locks the door.
Chains it up.
And 9/11's
Playing 3D chess.
let's do plugs. Boys, where can people find you guys and listen to you and all that stuff?
So we have a new podcast. It's called Out for Smokes. The concept concept of the show is like, I don't feel like I'm gonna live very long, so I'm like trying to leave a podcast for my son.
Nice.
So we just kind of talk about whatever we think.
And what's Scott's? What are you doing it for?
He's like,
Well, I refuse to like really meet his son or do anything about it, a relationship. So this is I go, yeah, I was there.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, you corroborate the stories for his kid.
Yeah.
Your
yeah,
Uncle
yeah.
Radio Scott. That's
And
what
you've
we'll call
never
you.
met him.
No, yeah, I have met him.
Oh.
Good kid.
He's cool enough.
He's cool.
You guys got road shit?
Oh, yeah, when does this come out?
yeah, when does this come out?
Next week.
Oh, well then,
No.
probably not. But this Saturday I do, but
Mm.
But Scott_Chaplain on the things, baby. Instagram, Twitter.
Hell yeah.
You guys got
Alpha
road
Smoke-
shit.
Yeah.
You know we don't have fucking road.
Yeah, no,
You know
yeah.
that.
Sorry.
Right.
I told you. I
us.
I was
told
trying
you
to
I'm
keep
ready to
it
kill
moving.
myself. My fucking calendar's empty. I just told you that
You
before the
guys
show.
got-
You've never told me
I'm
that.
ready to end my own life.
All right, Brendan, Mike Cannon doesn't exist. You got road shit?
I barely have city shit.
I love that.
This weekend I'm with Mike at New Hampshire.
Oh
No.
my good God.
That was last weekend by
I
the
know.
time this comes out.
Also-
This weekend, I'm at the brokerage this weekend, May 13th and 14th.
yeah.
How about you sign up for our
cool.
Patreon?
Hold on. Can I
Yes.
promote?
I haven't promoted either. I wanted to promote our thing
Okay,
first before
go
we
ahead.
got selfishly individual, but
Mhm.
he's
Go
someone over it.
Patreon.com/scenario pod. Check it out. We just did the fucking 100th episode. Nice. Before you guys got here, it was live. People were mentioning my tits. I was trying to ignore that so I can have a conversation.
Were
Yeah.
we have more than 100 though. The blunts with the boys we did 100, and then for the other additional bonus episode we have like 100 plus of
Yeah.
those as well.
Yeah.
We have 200 plus episodes.
Crazy.
of podcasts.
I
on
saw
Yeah,
that.
you guys are so good at Patreon that, like, as an outsider looking in, absolutely jealous. Even though I'm not going to try it, it's just jealous, and I
I'll
sit
do
there.
nothing
Like,
to rectify it.
I'm not gonna go like maybe I should try to replicate a
Yeah.
thing like that.
Just
No.
building a slow resentment towards it.
But really, like, if you're listening and you haven't, you're new and you haven't listened to the Patreon, you guys have so much shit on it, and it
Yeah.
genuinely
Thanks,
looks
dude.
fun and
See,
well
it's-
done.
That's the tough thing about because you don't want to put too much behind the paywall, I guess, right?
Yeah,
But then
yeah.
the people who are paying, you want to give them.
Yeah.
Boy, do we
Yeah,
give them
So
plenty.
that's the white
You'd be
man's
surprised how
dilemma.
much you spend the money. This is a good use of money.
Yeah, I mean, now we do the bonus podcast. We have a ton of fucking vlogs. We have road stuff. I have my crowd work special that's going to be coming out early on there. We have a shitload of
You
stuff.
do this
Hell
stuff
yeah,
early.
Yeah.
So check that out. Check us out individually as well.
Speaking of which, May 18th, that means not this Wednesday, next Wednesday, my special White Privilege Homeless is coming out on my YouTube. Subscribe if you don't already. Remind people, let your friends know, set it up on autoplay on everybody you've known or ever met's computer. And yeah, it's coming out. Very excited about that. And May 18th, Mike Cannon Comedy on YouTube. The 14th, I'm going to be in Springfield, Massachusetts at Roar Comedy Club. And then I'll be doing a bunch of promotion and shit like that. And the 9th through the 12th, I'll be in Tampa at Side Splitters. So excited about that. Get tickets at
Hell yeah.
MikeCannonComedy.com.
Yeah, I'll be back at Side Splitters as well, and but that's not, I don't think, until out in July. So, but keep an eye on that. And also,
Now, what do you guys do to get these road gigs? You just like hold.
Mike,
You just, like,
Mike
hold-
actually
Also,
asked
here's
the question that everybody jokes
Wait, so
about.
you
people
guys don't have
asking.
any road gigs coming up? What the fuck's up with that?
So here's another announcement that's kind of fun. The three of us are going to be going to Austin.
Oh, yeah.
Tejas.
Yes.
That's right.
It's
That's
going to be
right.
Hell
coming
yeah.
in the fall. I think it's like the weekend of September 9th through 11th. So,
How do you get
Yeah,
invited
my
to
anniversary.
Skankfest?
yeah.
Huh?
How do you get invited to Skankfest?
You're invited, aren't you?
I didn't get an offer yet.
You didn't do Houston?
I did Houston. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you're coming. You're absolutely
yeah.
coming.
So, yeah, if you want to see us, we'll be at Skankfest, but also, Mike, Brennan, and I will be doing shows at the Vulcan in
Yeah.
Austin in
Yeah.
September. Not sure if tickets are officially on sale for that yet, but I think it should be soon. If not, by the
Yeah.
time you're hearing
I'm
this, I
excited
assume
for
it
that.
will be. So that'll be
fun.
great. We're doing 4
the
shows. We're
Vulcan.
going to be doing stand up and the podcast, just like we did in Emmaus. So Texas people, you guys are always like, we want you guys to come here. We're coming out. Buy tickets the second they go on sale. Tell some friends. And then if you want to see me individually, MikeFeeneyComedy.com, YouTube.com/MikeFeeneyComedy, and Twitch.tv/NYFreshmaker. Follow me on Twitch. We're having fun. We're playing video games. We're doing a good time. And Nicole, where can people find you?
Nicole C. Lines on Instagram.
Hell yeah.
At I am Mike Feeney on social media.
Hell
Let's
yeah.
get back to the question.
Dude, every time I look at you, your hair looks different.
I just put it up in a little bun.
It's so cool, man.
Here's a scenario: radioactive bite. Here's a scenario. Wait, Spider-Man like bug are giving people powers left and right. I'm sorry. Did you want to talk about his fucking hair longer?
No, we're just
He
laughing
fucking-
at you.
He fucking
I
rolled
was
his
laughing
eyes.
at
and
you.
He did
I thought
a.
we were laughing
He did
at-
an eye
We were like
roll.
laughing together.
You did a
Yeah.
this thing to me. I saw this.
Oh, I didn't see that. I
Yes,
didn't know what that
I
was.
saw it.
No, I
not
went
'cause he
like
did
this.
like this fucking guy.
I went like this. I was laughing because, because the fact that I brought up your hair and you're like, let's move on. It was a funny experience.
Oh yeah.
Powers left and right. What bug are you? See, there it is, you dumb fuck. You dumb
You're
stupid
taking it
fuck.
now. It is again. You're taking it so personally.
Because you do this.
No, yeah, he points at him.
It's so
But
disrespectful.
that's not what I mean at
it's
all.
so disrespectful. Watch your fingers. It's so
I
disrespectful.
talk with my fingers. I'm
No, no,
Italian,
but
for
it-
Christ's sake.
And you're not Italian.
Yeah.
You're not Italian.
I'm
much Italian?
Italian.
Why did you look at
I'm
Mike Recine?
100% Italian.
No
You wanted me to,
way.
you wanted me to validate your
How
lie?
dare
Yeah.
you?
It's
dare
not
you?
a
He
lie.
claims
I'm
to be-
100%
Dude,
Italian.
when we have Jewish guests, he does this all
I'm
the time.
100%
He
Italian.
celebrated Christmas. Anyway, I'm 100.
I'm
No way,
Italian.
100% Italian.
Sagalow. Yeah, that's what it is. It's like a Sagalow.
It stinks. Mike, he's now claiming he's 100% Italian.
Who?
Brendan. So
You don't
we still
believe
haven't
that?
even got the
What do you
question.
mean?
We still
So
haven't
then-
even got
so
the
then,
question out.
okay, then you're in trouble for all your Jew jokes.
Yeah.
Like which
We
one?
haven't even got to the question because Brendan's been going like this with a fucking hand.
I mean,
He's taking-
it would explain a lot of the sauce stains.
What on me? Yeah. Because when I eat, I'm like,
What bug are
Throw
you
it
most
up.
likely to get bit by, and what powers are you getting if it's a radioactive one? Now, I know which one Brendan's getting bit by. It's the mosquito in his room
mosquito in my room.
that he just somehow is
That
at
piece of shit.
a losing
Who
war
I,
with.
who I hate, but I respect.
Yeah, and I assume you just turn into like Itchy Man, where you just itch your dry skin all over the place, and people
Or
go,
I could
"Ew,
turn
I give
into a
up."
real fucking mosquito and I could be a deadly motherfucker.
I feel like it would be a slug that bites Brendan.
The first slug to ever bite anybody.
And he just turns into slow man.
I just turned into Jabba the Hutt answering the other Star Wars question. Yeah. There you go.
Next question.
No, what
Nobody
about
else
them?
gets to answer.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm kidding. I was doing Brendan.
Yeah, I have an answer.
Yes.
Butterfly, no doubt.
Butterflies are
It
awesome.
would just be so cool to,
Yeah, but
Your-
you're
and your
so,
come, my lady,
you're
come,
so-
my lady. Yeah,
You're
this
so
summer, you're my
susceptible.
butterfly.
You're so susceptible to like even like a strong wind fucks up a butterfly.
Is this true?
That would be cool though if you had
Have you ever seen?
like mutant mud flaps of your mullet and it came out and grew and then connected into wings and that was your shit.
Yeah. Well, maybe it would be something else. It's
Like
like,
a
spiders
toothpick
also
that
have
poked
flaws,
right
but
through you.
Spider-Man doesn't.
Yeah, he does.
What?
He loves too hard.
He's a boy.
That really is the issue, right?
Yeah,
He
he's
just
a
like
boy.
loves so much.
Chris Bickler.
That
his
really
flaw.
is. That is the issue.
He's a boy.
Spider-Man.
Growing up in New York. You know
I
what
would
that was
do-
like,
but
Mike.
it-
Can you tell us about growing up in New York? Did you grow up in New York?
I was Spider-Man.
Can you tell us about growing up in New York, Mike?
Well, my father used to drive into the city as a stockbroker
Aruga.
and weasel people out of hundreds of thousands of dollars per year in a pump and dump scheme.
I'd
What would you be, Racine?
I get bitten by a ladybug and then I have the power to like have meltdowns in a GameStop. It's ma'am. I'd be that lady.
That would be That would be awesome, dude.
I have
to
the
have
power to destroy a
Oh, also
game
your good luck
Firefly.
though. So if you're good luck, maybe like because it also for storyline purposes, you do have to have a flaw. So if a villain touches you, he gets lucky for that moment, and in turn, his luck would be defeating you.
How about if?
Whoa.
How about Racine's power of defeating is that when he touches them, their luck runs out.
Oh,
Ooh,
he's
when
like
they slip.
he's like Rogue but for luck.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just go up to guys playing the lottery at the bodega and touch them.
Chris Bickler asked, "Would you rather never be able to fully evacuate your bowels or never be able to fully evacuate your bladder?" Now I'm thinking the
Oh,
no, I'm thinking not the.
Kind of my
I
life
want
already.
to be able to evacuate my bladder because if you feel like you kind of got to poop, you can like take Tums and stuff. But if you're laying down and you're like, when you go to bed and you're like, I have to pee such a little bit, but I know in 8 hours it's going to be the worst. You try and lay on your stomach and it instantly feels that pressure. I'd rather be fully empty out of pee and hold a little more of the poo in.
When you have to hold poop, that like also you feel it. It kind of hurts your stomach.
But you can still poop, just not fully. You don't get full relief.
Wait, that's the question.
Yeah, the question is, would you rather never be able to fully evacuate?
Oh,
I'm living with a full cup or with like a half cup of each at all times. Like there's something that's ready to go from my asshole and pussy at all times. Like I just drove to fucking Virginia with Phil Duckett, and I was just like stopping every 45 minutes to piss, and I'm like, I have prostate cancer or something, dude.
Yeah,
sorry.
Look into it for sure. What would you do?
My penis leaks a lot. Like I can't, no matter how long after I pee, there's always a little more that ends up. I'm putting like toilet paper down my underwear.
Your dick has stroke mouth.
Do you dribble on the floor?
No, but just like I get a lot.
Brendan pees on the floor.
Yeah.
What are you? When I pull my penis back.
What?
I don't know when you do it, but
when I
pull it back.
What?
I don't know. What are you saying?
If you use the bathroom after Brendan, we talked about this. I think probably on the show. When
like
you use
your
the bathroom, my bathroom, just in this one right before when I went after Brendan,
you don't clean it up?
There's always pee on the not only on the on the southmost rim of the toilet, but on the physical ground, as if while you're like shaking it, you're backing up.
I do look at
every single time. There's always been pee on the ground, and I'm always like, Brendan's
I guess I just
in
didn't
here.
notice. Maybe I looked down and I'm like, that was there already.
Yeah, and he like
gotta be someone else's
that
pee.
Could be me, the man who's peeing.
Yeah.
The man with the smallest penis here.
There's always pee.
There's no possible
Not even
way.
reaching the toilet.
I can tell you could see it. You could see where you're like, oh, he obviously was standing too far back, or just started shaking it as.
Yeah, I'm like looking at my phone. I'm like, let's get this over
That's
with.
probably maybe it. I don't know.
No.
Mom, can you come clean this up?
Yeah.
He calls his girlfriend after this episode. He's like, babe, I thought it asserted dominance. They made fun of me.
Why did you tell me to do
that? His girlfriend's like shitty Lady Macbeth. I don't know, Brandon. Maybe you're not putting enough pee on the.
All right, I guess I'm gonna have to pee
piss
on the
your
floor
pants
more.
on the train right now, Brendan. Assert dominance.
Okay, babe. I like how
This is for you.
I like how Brendan
Going down one leg.
Dude, I could see you being like Vito Jr. from Sopranos.
Yeah, just taking a
shitting
shit in the
public.
shower.
I do like that Brendan came to the conclusion of being like, all right, I guess I'll start looking when I piss everywhere. I don't know.
I guess, I'm not
Guess
lazy.
I gotta pay attention more.
It pisses on the floor.
Yeah, he said it like he missed an email. Not
Yeah.
Yeah, look
I guess. All right.
It's a potential blind spot. Now, Mudfly says, if you could only listen to one album for the rest of your life, which album would it be? I'm gonna go assume it's music, not comedy. Even if it's open to also comedy, I'm picking music
Yeah, I
regardless.
think it's open to anything.
Yeah.
I know, but
Absolutely
what
not.
comedy-
I wouldn't have even
Comedy
thought of that.
over
I'm
music?
Dane Cook, harmful if swallowed.
Yeah.
I might have said that seriously, to be honest. I don't know, because there's so many great music albums, so many great comedy albums. Maybe Dave Attell's album. Just that might get old after a while.
If you're on a desert island, just listen to that over and over again, being
Might
like,
as
he
well
hit me
go
with a
crazy.
comb. And
You're gonna go crazy for anything.
yeah, but if
you
it's
get.
music, at least you don't have to hear the same.
Yeah.
So you have to
Speech
hear
pattern.
the same lyric.
How about now?
But you
That's
can
what I
always-
call 7.
Yeah. Well, dude, Bob Ford.
Jock
Right
Jams
answer, though. You
Volume
want
2.
variety. Yeah, you want like
Yeah.
a jock jam.
And I do like now. That's what I call 8.
You'd be surprised because
The
when I worked
Space
at,
Jam soundtrack.
dude, when I worked at Galaxy Gymnastics and I was an instructor, and it was like, when I was lying on the grass Sunday morning of last week, LATER that week, that song on repeat, and I'm like, I'm ready to move in and just like.
That's a good song to
kid in a
murder people
unitard.
to.
I have an actual answer. Any of that like 90s electro shit, like the
Like La Bouche and stuff.
yeah. Exactly. Sweet dreams I will live in a dance. Sweet
like 3
dreams
songs.
will last through the night.
Maybe like a Billy Joel's greatest hits kind of a thing, or like a Beatles greatest hits where it has all of their career spans. So you
Yeah.
get like the psychedelic and the Brit psychedelic rock, and then you get the hits and the 60s. So something like that where you're like, I could have one for essentially every mood. So if I'm in a good mood, I could put on like Moving Out. If I'm in a bad mood, I'll fucking put on like Miami 2021 or 2017 or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah.
Things
That's
like
a good
that.
answer.
Yeah, Forrest Gump soundtrack because it's like actually.
I was gonna say
Time.
Remember the Titans. That's a great
Wayne's World soundtrack, surprisingly good.
No shit. Alice Cooper.
Alice Cooper, Bohemian Rhapsody.
my Frankenstein.
Soundtracks are good. That's a good answer for this.
Yeah,
Just
maybe
having like
because something that so it's a little bit best of both worlds, where it's not necessarily a comedy album,
Yeah.
but it does remind you of a story, so you can replay the movie and
Your
while
head, yeah.
listening to the soundtrack.
So
it's
Toy
like-
Story soundtrack, that's a good one.
That's a good one.
yeah, that's a good one. You know what a good one would be? Like an audio book of a book written like How to Get Off an Island or something. You know what I mean? There has got to be an Amazon book, How to Get Off if you're on a deserted how to
How to
survive.
get off if you're on an just about how to jerk off under a palm
I'm like,
tree.
that's
Wash
what I-
the
that's
sand
what I
off of your
choose.
palm.
Hey guys, I'm going to show you how to take a palm tree and make it feel like a real lady's pussy.
Well, you take a coconut, you hollow it, then you breathe in it for 3 hours.
JP asked if you could make your own signature combo meal, i.e., the Travis Scott combo and Mickey D's. What fast food franchise do you choose to work with, and what is your signature combo?
Oh, what do you think?
I don't know, maybe Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, because of their stance on homosexuality. Of
course.
Yeah.
What would the food be?
I don't know. I mean, the spicy chicken sandwich.
Mike, we're not ordering. Right? This fucking guy just is thinking about what he would eat right now. No. Ask the question.
Zero
What are you getting?
just based on hunger.
Spicy chicken.
Maybe
I
the
guess I'll
waffle
go.
fries and a Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, the number 7, Mike.
Well, what's the Travis Scott combo? What is his even?
I don't know.
Can you look up what
do
that
not
It's
is?
the kids' meal, but like you trample over the meal. Like it's the kids' meal, but the toys flattened.
It's all flat. The toy's just a gate that falls over.
Oh man.
It's a medium Sprite quarter pounder with bacon, fries with barbecue sauce.
Okay,
Nice.
That's not
I was
that-
gonna
that's
say.
not that far
I was
off
gonna
from
say.
like a-
I want to do a Big Mac with bacon
Yeah.
is my thing,
Ooh.
and then instead of. I guess you got to have the McDonald's fries there, but it also comes with the Oreo McFlurry. It's like a set piece.
I would do like a little sampler meal. 'Cause that's usually what I get when I go to the McDonald's.
Yeah.
Oh,
You mean you order
and
3
and
different things?
and it comes also with a comes
Well,
also
I
with
get
a
like
4-piece
well,
nugget.
I get like a burger, nuggets, and a little bit of fries.
They're doing their own.
Mine is the spicy chicken combo with the but it's a double, so
At
it's a
Wendy's.
double burger. Spicy chicken combo with a burger, mac sauce, so both. It's an amalgamation. Nuggets instead of fries, frosty instead of drink.
Oh, that's great. Frosty instead of drink is really great.
Yeah.
Can I just?
Frosty always Frosty instead of drink.
Remember, you weren't
yeah.
gonna get a Frosty last time we went to that.
I know what a mistake. It was a mistake getting it too. Like
No, the
minute
mistake was getting the double cheeseburger.
That's where the
and
that's the mistake.
The medium French
it
fries.
would be that exact meal.
That sounds familiar.
It would be that exact meal. It would be a double bacon cheeseburger with like ranch and all that shit, and a large fry, and a fucking
Yeah, it's
large
called an I Hate
Frosty.
Yourself, Sagalow.
Yeah, it's called
the sad
seething in
boy.
pain.
Yeah.
Seething in pain at 2
We went,
a.m.
yeah, we went to the one after we dropped off Nicole, right? That was the time we
Yeah.
went there. We went to go get
Did we?
the when we all came back from Emmaus.
No. That was when we got McDonald's.
Yeah.
We got.
Oh no, the other time we stopped there and I was like, we'll get 2 Frosties, and you ran in to get. No, the fries were at the McDonald's.
Oh, you're fucking
Dude, I'm,
both
like,
things up.
clutching my chest.
But I remember that night being
Oh,
in the
no.
bed.
I know. I feel awful.
Now-
what I'm doing. I'm gonna keep drinking.
Nicole, what time are we at here? Should we wrap it up
'Cause
soon?
I might go double cheeseburger.
48.
Okay,
double
Who
cheeseburger.
cares?
No, I mean,
I just,
the listeners.
I mean, I don't know. Whatever.
I'm a big fan of honey, like bee honey. I love
Oh,
a
you ever
burger
have-
covered
you
in
ever have-
honey.
You ever
It's a
have the
bee
chicken,
honey,
you-
bitch.
You ever have the
Bee
chicken nuggets,
honey.
McDonald's chicken nuggets and honey?
Yeah, that's what I just
always
said. I
had
think.
it.
it's a poo
Oh my
burger.
God.
The Winnie the Pooh
Ooh,
burger.
a poo burger.
Oh,
no, poo nugget.
oh, ball.
That's got a marketing
yeah, it makes
problem.
Oh, bother.
All right. Let's see. We'll do a couple more here.
Thanks to people that are sending in questions for real.
Yeah, for real, for real.
You know what it is.
So many. And you guys don't want to do fuck, marry, kills, right? Because Cernasal put about 63 of those in there as well.
No.
Is there anything
Yeah,
like
you could do
Would you
one.
rather be?
captivating?
Would you rather be allergic to water or sunlight? Certainly water, since that's the key to life.
Yeah.
And
Sunlight. Too.
without it, you die.
Yeah.
So
Wait.
water.
I guess you can.
Wait, no. You want to be allergic to water?
No, I don't want to be allergic. I don't. I'm
Yeah, if
choosing
you're allergic
to have
water, you die immediately because you are water.
Oh,
Yeah, we're
shit.
71% water.
You implode on
Don't you kinda
yourself.
need sunlight
Isn't it kinda-
to live?
I'm
Now
like
that-
the senator from X-Men.
Now this is maybe this is a little maybe this is a little Neil deGrasse Tyson-esque, but isn't it a little strange that both the planet and every single one of us are exactly 71% water?
So maybe that means the planet.
And you know, scientists don't say it, but I also think we're a little bit of sunlight, aren't we?
I know you are
some
when you're
days.
around.
Yeah, we all are when you're
Some
around.
of us are stormy clouds.
Yeah, some of us are nighttime ghouls. He was talking about me.
Oh,
Mike hurt his hand.
Mike hit his
doing
hand.
what?
I just lifted it.
Going like this.
No, I was gonna accuse somebody of something, but I did hit.
Would you, Pepe La Fumes, would you rather 30 days of light or 30 days of night? I think we might have done something similar to this, but I'm personally picking 30 days of light because you could always make it darker.
Always make
you
it
can never make it brighter.
Always do 30
think
days
you
of light. You can't trust people like that, you know? They can't be in darkness for that long. I'm not even joking. It gets very scary very quickly. Like,
Expand
this is a
on
fucking PSA right now.
Shut your
Never
eyes
choose
off,
10
dude.
days of night.
Shut those
People will
off.
die.
You can't
People
trust
will
people
die.
like that, man.
You can't. It's so bad. I got scared.
was-
thinking
Man,
about it.
30
That
days
was
of
like
night.
you came from like Antarctica.
I got
where
scared.
like something happened.
Dude, I agree though. 72 hours of darkness would immediately
The vampires
lose your
would
mind.
come,
Yeah,
dude.
the vampires. Would.
There's some like
vampire,
fucking
yeah.
door comics who are like, I could hit spots. Like people would want to do.
I could do a
go
3
see
p.m.
clubs
spot.
more. Like they want to go out and see comedy more.
Comedy would be fucking weird if there was just like 30 days of darkness.
Do an 11 a.m. podcast.
Yeah,
Just get
be
rip
like-
roaring hammered.
Everyone is just delusional and
Dude,
tired.
that was like Alaska. They were telling me, they're like, yeah, we sometimes like 1 a.m. day drink. Like, it's just fucking blaring outside. They're just like playing beer pong because they're like, what else are we going to do? I'm like,
Yeah,
I don't
our
know.
body has no idea what time it is.
Yeah.
yeah. Jeez.
Terrifying people.
So 30 days of sun, probably.
Convoy on that?
Yeah, let's.
Yeah,
Convoy
yeah.
on that shit.
All right, let's do one or two more. Would you rather, this is from JP, would you rather have the hiccups every day for a year, but doesn't affect your sleep? Whose phone was it? Is it your phone?
Mike's again.
I
So
mean,
it
I
rang at the
can't-
beginning of the
That's why I
episode,
had
and he
to
just
address
goes,
it
I'll
because
leave
I
it like
couldn't-
that.
I couldn't believe there was a second time that made noise.
It's fucking wild.
Yeah.
After
Not even
the-
an adjustment of the volume.
After a switch to vibrate, a long-standing ringtone before, followed by.
we all gave it that first time. We're like, all right.
I've never even heard. I haven't
Yeah, I
heard
was like,
someone's
they'll
actual
cut it.
ringtone
That's
in years.
I thought it was Nicole's computer.
Yeah, I hoped it was. Would you rather have the hiccups every day for a year, but it doesn't affect your sleep?
I'm sorry that I'm popular.
Yeah. That's Mike's wife going, when are you coming home?
You fucking idiot! You
Yeah.
left the toaster on.
Yeah. Where are you?
fuck.
I know you're not on the road. So where can you? Again, rather have the hiccups, doesn't affect your sleep, or have a stutter for 2 years, but it goes away whenever you're on stage.
Stutter.
I think I go stutter. Yeah,
you got to go stutter. Stutter.
because then you wouldn't be saying as many slurs. You know, you'd
Yeah,
have a
you'd
chance to like stop
conserve your
yourself.
words.
You'd be like, you. You're like, you know what?
Turn
I
it to
shouldn't,
porcupine.
I shouldn't
Yeah.
say that.
I changed my mind.
Use it as like a 5-second delay, like live television.
But that's the optimal
You sure?
word.
You sure? You
That's
sure?
because if it gets you like caught, you you can't pull out midway through.
That is so funny, man. I'll take the stutter because it could be a little charming as well.
You know, get
Yeah.
refund. Okay, well,
It is.
Some people got comedy specials for
It's hard though. It's hard to like look somebody in the eye and just pretend that that they're not like freaking out with their face and mouth.
Yeah, and the first
I
couple
have
of
been-
you
times,
get used to it though.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah. I used to work with a dude who stuttered, and it was like one of those things where, yeah, in the beginning, but you just like, you realize pretty quickly, you're like, all right, just every
You
conversation
go like,
is going
oh,
to be twice
you're a
as long.
person.
I have never.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You have
It
empathy.
takes like 15 minutes. All right.
Yeah.
But I've never not congratulated myself for treating them like
Like a person, yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, look at me being able to listen to this.
Yeah,
goof-
I'll
do that.
listen
so
to this
good.
goofball try to spit out a sentence.
Yeah, like when you talk to somebody with a lazy eye and you're like, I'm not even looking at it.
I bet they very much. I bet they very much resent if you like try to finish their sentence for them, right?
I
I would
think
assume
so,
that's
yeah.
pretty
Yeah,
disrespectful.
you just gotta stand.
man.
Be like to the carnival, right?
Yeah,
then
we
they
saw the fucking movie. I know. Star Wars? Is it Wars? Yeah, it comes out
Correct.
2 weeks. I know.
Correct. Star Wars. Which is it?
Yeah.
Leading the witness here. That's so-
All right.
what?
I was gonna
Brendan's done. Bye, everybody.
No, I was gonna go. All right, last one, man.
No, 3 more.
Let's do 3 more. 3 more questions, dog.
Okay. Pepe LaFumes says,
He reads JP's one that yelled at us. Last one.
who?
No, that was
Oh, no, the-
production, whatever the fuck.
Oh yeah.
Oh, there's a lot more of those. Yeah, but we don't have time. If you were in a medieval war, what weapons and gear would you choose to fight with?
That's cool. That's a good question.
Yeah.
Great question. Now, because you gotta remember if you're wearing the suit of armor like a knight or something, that shit's very heavy.
Mm-hmm.
And you lose a lot of mobility.
Yeah.
I think the way to go
Daggers.
is more of like the gladiator,
Daggers.
like how in Gladiator
That's
you
great.
get a little
Long sword.
dagger. What?
Or maybe a sword and a
dagger,
dagger.
No, like
sword,
the-
shield.
I would just go dagger and
Leather.
shield. I don't want the big sword because the big broadsword is too heavy for one arm.
How about
It's a
rape your
two-arm
opponent?
What if?
How about smear myself with shit?
Yeah.
And just
Try to butt
run at
fuck.
it?
And just-
Run backwards with your asshole
Then
open.
they just stab me with the sword.
He's defeated 20 armies, 20 of the world's best armies.
The problem I think with just having a dagger is if your sword,
dagger is
If you're
small.
2 daggers,
yeah, but
2 daggers.
I'm saying if your shield gets destroyed and the person has like a broadsword or
Yeah,
some
you
sort
can't
of
reach.
Yeah,
long
but
sword, you can't-
that's
you can't
better
get 'em.
because when
You're
they're
faster
when
with
they're
all the
winding up,
daggers.
no, you step into it.
Now, those
It's
people
way
were,
easier
those
to.
people were so good at using their sword.
But
I love how
it's-
Feeney's like, I need something light so I can be agile like I am.
they're-
So I can jump around everywhere as I do.
I'm Prince of Persia.
The only thing holding me down is a sword.
Yeah.
It's why they say in like martial arts, it's significantly easier to defend, a bat.
Oh, is that
versus,
what
like,
your sensei said?
Yeah, I took karate for years.
you have-
yeah,
Tiger Shulman?
absolutely, I did for years. But they
All
always
right,
said-
Mike, now let me tell you something about defending yourself from a bat.
When a man takes it from behind.
It's me, Tiger Shulman. Hello, kids. It's,
Tiger Shulman's
guys,
scene.
we have a special guest speaker today. The real Tiger Shulman. He's just like, he's like an
old guy with
accountant. He's like an accountant.
Khakis with a brown belt.
I do picture him having
Hello.
whiskers.
He's got a
You're
yarmulke
like
and
climbing
glasses, and he's like
so
5'6".
Thank you.
I think that's the podcast, everybody. 'cause we
Remember,
have-
tuition is due on the 1st and 15th.
Thanks everybody for submitting the questions. The ones that we didn't
Wow,
get,
this was a blast.
just copy them and paste them
Yeah,
next
this is
week.
fun.
Thank you to
So
our
many-
guest.
Can I do this podcast?
Can I join you guys?
Thank you to our guests, Mike Recine and Scott Chaplain. Go check out their podcast, and which is called Out for Smoke.
And don't expect it to be fun like this one.
What a sell! A classic hard
No
sell
fun.
from Mike
Ours
Recine.
sucks cock. Just, you know, our podcast is gay and it sucks cock.
That would make me tune in.
Bye, everybody. Here's the Scenario is Mike Feeney, Mike Cannon, and Brendan Sagalow. Executive producers Robert Kelly and Matt Kleinschmidt for the Laugh Button Podcast. For more information about the show, visit here'sthescenario.com.
The scenario.